Okay, we got 36 minutes, 48 seconds on this one. This is gonna be a fun one because this is my first time going to the court, and as a lawyer, my first time in the court is gonna be as a defendant or defending against myself rather than for someone else, which is funny. So, uh, yesterday alone, a lot happened. I had a global privacy lawyer introing me to three of his connections, one of which was UK government, interestingly enough. A friend of mine who is the Director General of Canada is is introing me to a couple of governmental policymakers in Canada, and yeah, my friend, who is a bestseller writer, philosopher, wrote a letter to the IND for strengthening my asylum case in Netherlands, calling me unusually synthetic thinker three times in a letter, professional letter, that took him 3 days to write. And the the funny thing is that he didn't even hide it. He said, "We've been in contact for a year, and I have sent him multiple pieces of my writing, my thinking, my thesis. We've engaged in deep intellectual interactions, and he finds it odd that someone at 26 is this, not even a smart, he doesn't even call it smart, generationally emerging thinker. Imagine someone, and for the start of the letter, he literally spends one page listing his credentials, Pulitzer Prize nominations, every single major publisher's publications, 8 books, 2 or 3 of them bestsellers. He's writing the 9th one as we speak. And he literally says our collaboration and our contact could be best put together as mentor and colleague. So it's just, I don't understand. How does a 26 years old live this duality of three global people in three different countries, he's in US, are championing a person who is going to the court defending a case not to be homeless with one of the most elaborate international law degrees in Leiden, which is like the third one in public international law and top 20 in law in general, defending my own case because, I don't have 10 years of experience, and I actually slaved away, so I cannot do any more physical work because my body has broken down, and also any remaining jobs require either European passport or or like perfect Moedertalig Netherlands or native Dutch, and I just don't understand how do I need to like actually process this because in 1 hour I'm gonna go to the court. I'm excited because I'm a very curious person to see what's gonna happen in the court, but I'm already disappointed that someone in the court is not gonna have the brain power or the actual global validation that I have yesterday in his entire life. I have or had, because I didn't sleep, I stayed awake. So it's just like so fascinating to me that I'm really genuinely curious what's gonna happen the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years of my life, because I'm not gonna stop writing. I'm not gonna stop thinking, and already people are literally putting their names on me. Who do you think has my age, or even 30? 26 is basically 30. And two governmental people are pitching them to two different governments for privacy or policy roles, or basically geopolitics of the next 3 to 5 years kind of roles. It's just like what they call it, cognitive dissonance. It's just huge. I'm going to the court while I'm worried about my million word kind of project being interrupted because I'm gonna have. I actually wrote like 2,000 words just waiting for the court today, like in the span of 2 hours. But it's just so funny to me that how do I process this? Because as I've told all of these people and emerging ones, my rise is inevitable because you do not get this mind, this strategic kind of, as they call it, what? How did he put it? Systematic synthesis or synthetic thinking, I guess. Yeah, those words are, I guess, you need 8 bestsellers, 8 published books, and 2 bestsellers or 3 bestsellers to actually come up with synthetic thinker, I guess. But yeah, it's just so funny how weird objectively a life can get. And I'm pretty sure at this point one of these billions of kind of investments are gonna pan out, and people are literally putting their names on my name. And even like the Canadian connection, or I just see both of us as not even friends or peers. It's just two 8 years olds gushing at the same thing. We're both excited to show our own toys. So she thought, okay, I'm gonna just intro you to one of the most kind of successful firms in Canada, because you're just like that guy without any experience, without any kind of actual expertise. I'm just getting intros to these people, and already going to the courtroom to defend my case of owing how much is it, 5,000 euros in rent arrears as well. And funny thing is that if all of those people were not enough, I recently met someone who has 300k followers on Instagram and is a very competent psychiatrist, and she literally is trying to learn English, and I told her, hey, maybe just learn this and this way. And now she's bombarding me with, wow, do you know how much I have paid people? And they're incompetent to teach me English, that I thought the problem was me. And you just say, okay, do this, and I'm doing this, and I'm enjoying learning English. And I said, yeah, because this is just common sense. And the how do you put it, the incompetence of others doesn't make common sense less of a common sense. I don't care if statistically 8 billion people are incompetent. The statistical superiority of them doesn't move the needle. competence is a subjective kind of, it is an objective notion. If literally they tell you you need to install a lamp and 8 billion people cannot install a lamp, the problem is not that installing a lamp is wow very difficult. It's just 8 billion people are just incompetent. And now she's literally bombarding me with messages that wow, this way of learning things through my favorite music and favorite kind of TV shows is very revolutionizing learning. And I said, no, this is just basic understanding that learning is an emotional engagement with the question. And as long as you're not curious and emotionally engaged with the question, you're not going to be open to learn. But people literally say none of that in any kind of language course, anything, because they don't think, as my best friend, bestseller bestie would say, synthetic thinking and systematic kind of understanding of concepts, and they just fix one side of things and they don't see the whole system collapsing. But yeah, before I yap for 30 minutes and miss my court dates, that's just so funny. I don't know how I'm gonna represent myself in court because this is literally my first time going to the court. But yeah, I'm quite fascinated to see what random stuff is gonna happen today, because apparently my life cannot follow a linear path. But yeah, we're gonna see.